Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And as always, it's a beautiful sunny day, sunny afternoon in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. Today's topic is going to be, should I stay single and support from women? Both of these topics were brought up by a loyal subscriber of mine, Sparty Fortune. He was questioning me about these things. He said a lot of posts out there. I didn't see them, but I asked my sons about them, and they said too, there are a lot of posts about guys saying stay single and stay successful. As if you were to get married, it would ruin your success. And that's possible. That can happen. I've lost everything twice because of a bad relationship. But I remember I played a part in that. First off, I chose the person, and I did not lead correctly for a long period of time. I did it first, and then you get complacent. A lot of men get complacent when they're in a relationship for a while, and they quit doing what they were doing when they first met the woman. And then she kind of feels like he is not the man that she thought he was. But we change. We become complacent. We don't lead. We get lazy and we sit on the couch. Maybe she'll ask us, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? And say, yeah. She says, where do you want to go? All right, you should make a decision and say, hey, let's go to Bob's Steakhouse. But what we do is, I don't care, wherever you want to go, because we just really don't give a crap. But that's where it begins. You're not leading. And these things over a period of time, she begins to feel like that she's having to make the decisions and she doesn't want to. Even though she may act like she wants to make the decisions. She wants you to lead. There's a difference between being a leader and being domineering. And there's a difference between dominant and domineering and being a leader. You are the leader. You must maintain a leadership. She's looking to follow you. She wants someone who is stronger than she is, who is wiser than she is, or at least you act like you are anyway. And if you don't know, just pretend. So when it comes to marriage and singleness, is that a word? Singleness of purpose? Yeah, I think it is. It can work either way. A lot of men have a good woman behind them and they become successful. And single men, without a good woman behind them, they become successful also. But if you have a woman who drains you, and I've had those, she will drain all the energy out of you. She will not add nothing to your life. She is a liability, not an asset. In that case, you're better off by yourself. For example, my last relationship, long-term girlfriend, she was draining me. I'm not saying she was a bad person. It's just her lifestyle became a lifestyle of partying, going out and running around. And a man wants to protect his woman, and he cannot protect her if she's out running around with her friends. And in this case, her friends were gay guys. I wasn't so much concerned about her cheating on me, although I found out later that she probably did, as I was about her safety. And you cannot keep her safe. A man wants to keep his woman safe. Okay, and he can't do it if she's out running around partying and being at the clubs or wherever she is, house parties, whatever it happens to be. It's just not a good setup for you to feel secure about your relationship. And also, it comes down to what's more important to your woman, partying or the relationship between you two. And in my case, I decided that her parties were more important than me, so I walked away. Okay, but what you need to decide is this woman adding to your life, or is she subtracting? Are you spending energy being concerned about her because she's not living the kind of life that you need her to live to add value to you? She should be supporting you, and in return, you should be protecting and providing for her. Now, here in the U.S., we don't think about that much because women don't need a man to have a good life. You got the government, you have the man, or you have these systems that the man has put in place. But in other countries where women don't have these social structures and systems to support them, they need a man to have a decent kind of a life, and they need a man to protect them. Because, for example, the country I lived in Guatemala, they had 20,000 police. Okay, they needed 40,000 police. I was friends with the director of police, and that's what he told me. And this was obvious by the crime, by the danger, and by the police take payoffs. They didn't pay them enough. It was easy to pay off a cop with $20. And that was just the norm there, okay? And they would actually have traffic stops around Christmas because they needed money. And instead of sending you to the Capitol to pay your ticket, you could just pay them off there and go on your way. So that's the way things work. But in regards to having a woman, you can, if you have a good woman to support you, yes, she'll indeed push you further and encourage you, and she is definitely an asset. But if she's not, then she's a liability and she will drag you down, so you're better off being single. So whether you stay single or you get married or you have a steady woman, it really comes down to picking one that will support you, that is an asset and not a liability. Does she add to your life or does she subtract from your life? No, how do I say? No sex is worth a subtraction from your life. And that gets old pretty quick. She has got to have some character. And if she has character, then she will increase your character. If she lacks character, she will subtract from your character. And to have success, you need character, you need integrity, you need substance within yourself, because people pick up on those things. I don't care what you say, what kind of sales pitch you try to put out there, or what lines you've learned, or whatever it is, people are going to pick up on who you are. What you are speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you're saying. Okay, on to the other part of this topic. It's a support from a woman. He sent me this little cartoon. I wanted to post it on here, but I'm not sure if I can. Copyright or whatever. So it's about the woman. It's a little young girl giving a young boy something for support, and it says, what does it say? All you need is someone to support you, indicating that your girlfriend or your lover, well, this is a little girl in this case, but how do I say it? You're the girl you're attracted to, or the girl that you like. Okay, indicating that all you need is for her to support you. Okay, now you of course want a woman to support you, and that's a great thing. And if you've got one to support you, then she is an asset to your life. Okay, but if she's not, then she's subtracting, as we said earlier. It's okay and it's wonderful to have a girl to support you, but don't expect that from her. Don't get yourself in a position where you need that from her, because that is not where you want to be. If it's coming and she's doing it, enjoy it. And that's great. And that's the kind of woman you want. You want her to be your biggest fan. Okay, but never get to where you expect it or you need it. Because the first time you come home and everything went to hell at work, on your job, your business, or whatever, some venture you're starting out, and you're expecting her to lift you up, to support you, you're liable to be very disappointed because you're leaning on her too much. What you need to do is come home and say, if she asks, had a rough day today, but I know I will pull it out of this. Tomorrow's going to be better. Nothing can stop me. I don't care if you feel like that or not. That's what you need to portray to her, because you need to be her rock, her mountain. You need to be her strength. Now, a lot of people will say that's fake. That's not fake. That's speaking what you really believe. You have to be the kind of person that really believes that. Even though you have fears and doubts, everybody has fears and doubts. I was talking to a guy today, a client of mine, very successful man. He just got me the last job I had on this $10 million facility. And we talked about how fear is so prevalent. I told him, I said, I've worked for you many times through the years. I said, but sometimes at night before I'm coming to work for you on a new job that you've gotten for me, I'm afraid. I don't know why, I just am. And he spoke to me and he shared the same thing about his life and about things he's accomplished, how he had the fear for no really particular reason, but he had the fear, but he went ahead and did it anyway. So this fear will destroy you. So you have to act as if and believe, even though you're feeling the fear, that everything's going to work out. And if you go leaning on your woman and telling her that you're afraid, you don't know if you're going to be able to do it, she might support you once, but if you do that too many times, she's going to feel like you're not the man that she needs, because she's looking for security. She's looking for strength. This deal about everybody needs a safe place. I think about the guys on D-Day. Did they need a safe place? They probably did, but they didn't get it. Some of them as young as 17 years old, storming the beaches, getting cut down with machine guns. No, you don't need a safe place if you're a man, but you need to be a safe place for your woman, because she's looking for a safe place. And if you're not that safe place, she is not going to be attracted to you. And if she is attracted to you, as soon as she finds out you're not that safe place, her attraction will plummet and the clock will be ticking to the end of you. And she will find somebody who can be that rock, be that mountain for her. All right? I'm going to get off here. If you'd like to get my help personally, marksinspiration.com is my website. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that like button, and I will see you tomorrow.